So whenever I was younger, I went to a church. It was called Southside. And
I went there.
Okay. Yeah, it was really popular.
Then you've
little
probably
church.
seen the performance.
You might have. Yeah, and I was in a youth group. I was probably like 11 or 12, and Miss Emily, I can't remember her last name, but she taught us the I Can Only Imagine interpretive dance.
Thank you, Miss Emily. Thank you.
I Can Only Imagine, sung by
I can only thank you.
Casting Crowns, maybe, or Mercy Me. Says I Can Only Imagine. Yeah, that one. We learned to dance. We got to do it in front of the church, and my mom loved it so much that anytime we had company over, I was made to perform the dance in front of everybody, all by myself.
Oh,
she would turn on the music. Everybody would sit down in the living room, and yeah, I would do my interpretive dance to I Can Only Imagine. And I even done it at other churches too.
Nice.
So I'm not doing that dance though.
I could only imagine how gold it is.
Yeah. All right, welcome back to the Brewed Awakening podcast. This is episode 12. I'm Forrest.
I'm Savannah.
I'm John.
That was good. How are you guys doing today?
Doing good.
Good. Yep.
Yeah.
How about you?
Pretty good, pretty good. Just ready to blast off on a podcast, hang out a little bit. It's like my favorite part of the week,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which we've been doing this once a week. Do you realize that?
Mm-hmm.
I was just thinking that this morning. I was like, we are doing this back to back pretty consistently. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not so spaced out, which I like
Yeah, our
that.
first floor probably was over, like 2 months?
Probably.
Or a
Yeah, get that
month, or
closer to
maybe
you.
3.
Yeah, this looks whack.
Well, it sounds whack. Now listen to yourself.
Hello? Can you hear me?
When you hear that fullness, that's what you want. When it's like this and all tinny, you're too far from it. You can get close. You're really good. Your mic sounds great.
I am so sorry.
Hey, we are the production team, the accounts payable, if you want to send us some money, the PR department, the janitorial department, the camera crew. You're looking at everything. So sometimes we got to make adjustments on the fly.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Is that better?
Yeah, that's great. You hear that fullness? Do you hear
Yes,
it?
so much
Sounds better.
Yeah, and me and Savannah are new to this whole setup
Yeah.
podcast.
Well, one day we're going to have crew back there like, okay, little Jamie, adjust the white balance over there. I
Yeah.
can't hear myself, little Jamie. Right now it's Forrest on the...
Yeah, me and Savannah's still learning how to wrap up chords.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
right.
do want to
Makes it
have a
hard.
report. There's
Okay.
a way to do one, by the way.
There's a
Wrap
very
a
important
chord.
way to do it. And there are some people that get very angry.
Yeah.
They do, actually.
I don't get angry.
No, I'm just kidding.
Actually, y'all did a good job last time. I only had one that came out kind of snaky,
Nice.
Yeah.
wrapping around itself. But
John did that one.
Obviously.
It wasn't me.
okay, so Savannah was singing before the podcast. So was John.
Yeah.
So they might have a number coming up in a few episodes.
Woohoo.
Just want to let you know that. And maybe some interpretive dancing. Some interpretive dancing. I have a question for you, though. Maybe both of you, mostly you, though. Because my wife's like this. She can sing. You have a good voice. That's just the truth. I'm not trying to fluff you. But she purposely sings bad. As like a joke. It's kind of like when you hear her singing, especially if there's somebody around, she'll purposefully sing bad, and I don't understand it. But when you catch her in the act, when she doesn't know you're there, she's got a great voice.
Yeah. It's probably just her nerves.
Yeah. But do you do that? That's my question.
I don't think so. I can't sing. So.
I definitely do
But I
that.
do.
You definitely-
I guess I do make it worse. Yeah, but like.
You kind of you're leaning into it because you're in your head, you think it's bad, and then you lean it. See, I'm of the opinion that it's not like 100% of people, but probably 88% of people can sing.
Yeah.
There's that 12% that's just literally there's something wrong with their ears, like they're tone deaf or whatever,
Yeah. Or vocal cords.
or vocal
Yeah.
cords. But I think 88% of people can probably carry a note if they actually were like, hey, I'm going to spend, a couple of days seeing if I can do this. 88% would find out they could.
Yeah.
And you're probably in that 88%. isn't it?
Maybe, but
Oh,
I've
yeah.
never put like much effort into it, so
Yeah.
it's not good.
Well, that's when it's the best. No. That's what I'm saying. Like, when I catch Caitlin, like if I'm walking by the shower and I hear her, she's not thinking about anything. She's just in the flow. And I'm like, dang, that's a good voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's so
Nice.
sweet.
people are just, it's just funny to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we're definitely not a family of singers.
Can you imagine if y'all were doing, y'all remember Step Brothers whenever they're in the back seat and the dad starts going, bow, 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 bow.
It's like $1,500 in music lessons for nothing.
Oh, yeah. He's like just dogging her the whole time.
Oh,
and then he
man.
tells the little
It's
fat,
such a funny character.
I know. Then he tells the little funny, or the little fat son, he's like, take the solo, bring us home.
Yeah.
And he saves the day. He has a great voice, though, if that's his voice. The
Step
kid.
Brothers is, that whole movie's great.
It's funny because
This one
she,
keeps dropping, I think.
Probably.
Oh, I
Got
keep
that
hitting-
tight enough.
oh, yeah, you got to really tighten that thing.
Crank
Give
it down.
give it everything you got. These mics are heavy. You're good right there.
The old
I thought I
1,
did
2.
good last time, but
You know what's funny is like they did that scene really well because she does have just a decent voice like we're talking about.
Yeah.
But she is just like ever so flat on it.
I don't. I couldn't tell.
Well, she probably can sing in real life, and that's hard to
Yeah.
do. Like, ask somebody who
Make
can
yourself
sing.
flat.
Make yourself sing bad because it's like, well, I've been practicing
Yeah.
my whole life to not do that. Now you're like, it's kind of the opposite. Like you're having to force yourself.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
I guess I don't have that ear because the whole time I was like, "You're flat. You're flat.
Yeah.
You're flat." I'm like, it sounds like singing to me.
yeah, it's almost like if you took this and that's E, and she's just like this. It's close, but
You know?
it's not quite there. Anyway.
Yeah. I don't have a sharp enough ear to pick up on them things.
Yeah, I'm just, I guess, giving them credit because they really did that really well.
I did use faulty earplugs though for years.
Faulty?
Yeah, there was a big lawsuit.
Oh, that's
and
right. I remember
everything.
seeing that. Military. If you
Yeah,
were in the
he-
Marines
Yeah.
between 2008 and 2015, you could be entitled to large sums of compensation.
That's like 2003 to like 2014. So it's
pretty
pretty
close.
much.
Pretty
Yeah. Yeah. It's everybody who went to Iraq and
Yeah.
Afghanistan.
Well, that's what they played on the Direct TV. Your dad's Direct TV at Plum Bluff
Yeah.
with the green tube out.
Oh yeah. I remember seeing them commercials all the time.
Yeah. He definitely does have hearing loss.
Yeah.
I will attest to that.
I've been tested.
I should have it from being in bands and playing so loudly and never thinking, hey, we should get in-ears or earplugs. Until later, like the last band I was in, we had in-ear monitors, which kind of dampens the sound and you're hearing like a cleaner version.
I used to have like 15-inch subwoofers in high school, 2 of them, and I'd ride around with that thing to the max. Like it'd be vibrating your skull. But I don't know, after like an artillery round or a mortar round, it's just such more of a sound shock. Mm-hmm. Like it's significantly.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
you don't have good earplugs,
It's off the
you feel
charts.
it. You feel it for days
Jeez, that's crazy. Well,
or
we'll
a lifetime, really.
we'll get into that because I do want to get into that. But sonically, we've been doing some music on here, and obviously it's not our music. So I did figure out a way you can do revenue share on YouTube, which is kind of cool.
Cool.
But I really don't want to give Tyler any money. Tyler Childers.
What?
I love him. No,
he
no,
worked
no.
hard on that song.
No. What I'm saying is, if I play a song, I do, but we're not going to do
You're not gonna
covers.
do his
We're not
song.
going to do covers. We're just going to do originals. Just
Nice.
Straight
I
up.
like that.
So,
Okay.
which
You're gonna
I-
be busy writing songs, huh?
bro, I got a book of like 300.
Oh, there
No
you
problem.
go.
Yeah, I could literally, for the next 6 years, if I never wrote another song, could just spit them out.
Well, that's good.
But anyway, not to say I don't want to give Tyler money on the video we did. I'm saying going forward, just for now. And that was always the plan, by the way. Like I wanted to like ease in with some music people knew.
Okay.
And then like, hey, every now and again, sprinkle a cover, or not a cover, an original. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
looks like we're going to
I
have to
like
go
the
all
idea
original.
of original. Yeah.
Yeah. And then also, I don't know if you remember, we had a guy play right here on a podcast once.
Yeah.
It would be cool in the future. Maybe they don't come to the podcast session, but get them to come, do a live performance, and we cut that in halfway through or something.
Oh, that'd be
Okay.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a local guy, your cousin would be good. Next time he's in town, just tell him, hey, we need you to tape 3 songs.
David Martin. We're calling out.
We need David.
gentlemen, David Martin.
He's very good.
And we'll do the segment like a late night show.
Nice.
what is it? Debuting his brand new album, and we're like, hold it up on the desk. The North Mississippi All-Stars. And you do this, and the camera kind of pans.
Yeah.
And then we've got him over there.
This young artist has got a community and a stir.
Yeah, right. I love, dude, late night performances for music. I loved it. I used to love watching, especially if it's like an up and coming. I remember seeing the Avett Brothers, North Mississippi All-Stars. I'm sure Tyler did it at some point.
That would be really neat.
We do our own thing.
I remember the Chappelle Show doing it. You remember that? It was because it was a comedy sketch show, and then at the end he would bring in like a musical talent.
Oh, that's
was pretty cool.
No, I don't remember that.
I love Dave Chappelle. He's so
I
funny.
don't know if I made it all the way through those shows. They were hilarious though. That was monumental in the community of comedy.
Yeah.
He really didn't care about pushing boundaries. I love especially for cable TV.
Who was that other guy who was on Comedy Central, the white guy? He was hilarious. Todd. Is it Todd? Is it starting?
Oh, Tosh Point oh.
Tosh Point oh.
Yeah. Tosh Daniels, I think.
I think
He's pretty funny.
He was pretty hardcore at one point.
He said some pretty edgy stuff. I remember him saying something about like, I'm sorry that the tickets to my performance cost like $100. He goes, but I'm such a target for people that I can't afford to let somebody come in with just $10.
Yeah.
Like he's like, well, I wasn't going to kill him today. But
Does it feel like he dropped off the face of the earth a little bit?
No, he's got doing a podcast on YouTube too.
Oh, okay.
I seen him do an interview with one of my favorite YouTube creators.
Maybe just when I was in high school, he seemed like the biggest comedian at this point in time. There was a point in time I feel like he was like the biggest.
Yeah, he's not like, it doesn't seem like he's trying to be as edgy as he used to be, which I think is pretty good.
Yeah. I kind of like the edgy. It's just funny, but
it is.
It can't like sustain itself, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You can't just be.
You can't just try to piss off everybody who comes along
forever.
on your show. Yeah.
Hey, but you can make billions of dollars and then tone it down.
Yeah. That's kind of like Tom Green kind of did something like that.
Yeah, Tom Green, for sure.
He'd bring people on, piss them off, and
Well, on that note, you ready to hear an original song?
Yes.
You know it?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to not forget these lyrics. See if you can catch what it's about.
Okay.
That's always kind of fun.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I was raised way down South Mississippi in the county of Georgia where my grandparents met. We spent all our time down by the river. Mud flows through my veins, but I can't be upset. 'Cause it's a long way to New York City. California dreams, those are for the stars. Some might say it's the middle of nowhere. The middle of nowhere still has my heart. Well, I've been far and wide, from the west to the east. I met space cowboys and blind gypsies. There's something about a place that don't ever change, just hard-working folks with old family names. It's a long way to New York City. California dreams, those are for the stars. Some might say it's the middle of nowhere. The middle of nowhere still has my heart. I got two boys, one baby girl. They're walking this land the same way that I did, spending their time down by the river. If I had to do it over, I'd do it again. It's a long way, New York City. California dreams, those are for the stars. I'll admit it, it's the middle of nowhere. The middle of nowhere still has my heart. The middle of nowhere still has my heart.
Yeah.
That was very good.
Yeah.
The middle of nowhere has my heart too. I love George County.
Thoughts?
I think it sounded great. I like it. Like, your voice sounds great. The words are great. I like the you talking about George County in particularly. Like, I think that's really sweet. I do love our town.
It's a good little place. I'm not trying to say it's the best, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
that
It really
song
is.
to me it's more it's about kind of like the old adage of like the grass is not always greener.
Yeah.
It can be greener, but it's not always like guaranteed to be greener.
Yeah.
So most people don't realize if they grew up in a crappy town, I get it. They'll be like, nope, you don't have more.
Yeah.
So, but if you did grow up in a cool little town, but you kind of thought it sucked, you know what I mean? Like when you're 18 years old, 17, you're ready to bounce.
Yeah.
And I was ready to bounce.
Yeah.
And then 12 years later, I was like, you know what? It's a cool little town.
It's not so bad.
It's
Yeah.
not so bad. So,
I don't know. Yeah, I always loved where I was from. Like even I left home 3 weeks out of high school, and yeah, I knew Mississippi was great. And I was stationed in Hawaii.
yeah.
I was in Hawaii missing Mississippi.
Well, you know, it's not about the state either. It's about your hometown. So it could be
Yeah.
you were raised in, I don't want to call out any Mississippi towns, but like some
Yeah.
town in the Delta that is really like just not a great place. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I mean, I kind of I definitely, what do you call it? Pinpoint it because I say the county of George.
Yeah.
But if I just take that line out, I can say something generic and it's more like,
Yeah.
I just throw that in there because it's, you know,
Yeah.
more specific to me. But I actually added a line on the spot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, where I say, I'll admit that it's the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
That just like,
Yeah.
never done that one before. So
Nice.
that's probably staying.
Freestyling.
Well, it's
I like
also,
that.
it gives it like that
Yeah.
final verse or final chorus, like a little bit of variation. You're not really technically hearing the same one 3 times.
Yeah.
So, songwriting, guys.
Nice.
Comment below if you wrote songs ever.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
Wrote
Like
parodies.
that's writing a song, man. That is writing
Yeah,
a song.
it
It counts. Yeah, those are fun. Like, what kind of parodies?
I don't even remember what song it was that I wrote it for, but I think it was actually like an English project or something. They were like, pick a
Okay, yeah.
song and you have to write a parody of it.
Yeah, we had a few things like that. Did you ever do that?
I don't think so.
Do you remember
Not a
Miss
song.
Knight at the middle school? Miss Knight. She was like kind of like a careers teacher, I guess. But like in her class, we would do things like put together a business plan or make a flyer for a coffee shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But one time we had to make a video, and me, Chelsea Grammer, and Alex Stringer, we made a Green Day parody video.
Oh.
I think I spiked my hair, had a red tie, and a black shirt like Billy Joe Armstrong.
That's
Nice.
funny.
Is that his name?
I have no
I hope
idea.
so.
I don't know.
Yeah, let us know.
But I do know who Green Day is. So.
Yeah.
Best band ever, right?
Definitely up there.
Hey, not the best band ever. Let's make that clear. But longevity, like, what the crap, dude? I think they're opening the Super Bowl. Not doing the
All right.
halftime show, but they're opening the Super Bowl.
Yeah. That's cool.
That's just crazy to
Who's
me.
doing the halftime show?
To be such like a
Yeah.
band that I'm not a huge fan of.
Honestly, though, best Super Bowl performance, in my opinion, was Prince. Like,
Okay,
That
yeah,
dude.
that was good.
I mean, and Prince isn't like one of my favorite artists, but he's definitely up there. I mean, a lot of his songs are just really great songs, but that performance with Purple Rain in the rain while they had the purple lights going through it, that was nuts.
And he's shredding the guitar. By
Oh,
the way.
yeah.
Like, he's just shredding it.
so cool.
Yeah, that's really
Um,
good.
Yeah, I don't remember another one. Kendrick Lamar's was pretty crazy.
Kendrick's
last
was
year.
cool, and I thought
Yeah.
Bruno Mars's actually was really good.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of akin to Michael Jackson in a way. Like
Yeah.
he's got that voice, you know.
But I remember for the longest time, it seemed like every year the Super Bowl was like The Who or
The Rolling
the
Stones.
Rolling Stones. Yeah, it's
I
like
think the
bands from
Chili-
the 60s.
Well, also the Chili Peppers did it,
Yeah.
and maybe Foo Fighters.
Probably the Eagles did it a few times.
Yeah, who knows?
Well, didn't Janet Jackson do it too. And then that's when she had that little slip up. And
Oh, I remember
Beyonce's
that.
done
Does anybody
it.
out there remember her little slip up?
No.
Let us know.
That was her and Justin Timberlake, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, Beyonce and Katy Perry's done it, and she did a bomb job, by the way, when she did it. Trying to think of who else.
Yeah, I think I remember Katy Perry like being lifted through the sky or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, that Prince performance though just
Yeah,
sticks
it's
out
probably
in
the
my head.
best. It's probably the best.
Yeah.
Kendrick's was definitely out there.
Yeah,
that
it
was
was
interesting to watch.
Everywhere.
I mean, you had Samuel L. Jackson on the field doing dialogue, and I'm going, what in the world?
Like literally, he must have traveled at least like a half a mile during that performance. Like just, I mean, he was constantly moving. It wasn't like a stage performance.
And every time it came to him, it was like watching one of those Capital One commercials. He was perfect.
Yeah.
It was like he was just.
Oh, he was on time. Yeah, he had it down. And you would have to have
Yeah.
that much elaborate setup in your performance.
Yeah.
But I think it goes to show his talent. Like anybody could practice that over and over, but to deliver it the way he delivers, I mean,
Just to agree to attempt something that complex.
yeah. But then the delivery is just like, it's not even that it's just perfectly timed. It's the energy that comes from it. His energy is like demanding.
Yeah.
He demands your attention. And it reminds me of that Pulp Fiction scene
Yeah.
in the beginning in the apartment. Like, he owns that scene.
Yeah.
This is a pretty tasty burger. I never had a big kahuna burger. Mind if I have a little Sprite to wash it down?
That whole dialogue was just gold.
So good, man. Speaking of talents, though, Savannah has a talent that she hasn't brought out in a while, but she used to do live performances for people. So why don't you tell us about this, Savannah? We're very eager to hear.
Wow, this is great. So whenever I was younger, I went to a church. It was called Southside. And
I went there.
Okay. Yeah, it was really popular.
Then you've
little
probably
church.
seen the performance.
You might have. Yeah, and I was in a youth group. I was probably like 11 or 12, and Miss Emily, I can't remember her last name, but she taught us the I Can Only Imagine interpretive dance.
Thank you, Miss Emily. Thank you.
I Can Only Imagine, sung by
I Can Only Thank You.
Casting Crowns, maybe, or Mercy Me. Says I Can Only Imagine. Yeah, that one. We learned to dance. We got to do it in front of the church, and my mom loved it so much that anytime we had company over, I was made to perform the dance in front of everybody, all by myself. She would turn on the music. Everybody would sit down in the living room, and yeah, I would do my interpretive dance to I Can Only Imagine. And I even done it at other churches too.
Nice.
So I'm not doing that dance though.
I could only imagine how gold it is.
Yeah. I'm not
There
laughing.
There is video. My mom recorded
yes.
it.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to get that.
She's got
We
one
gotta
of
get that
me.
on YouTube.
No.
Yeah, we need to throw it on screen right now.
TikTok.
We'll try to get it. I'm not making fun of it and laughing at it because of the religious context. I think that's great and fine. It's like
It's funny to think about a kid doing an interpretive dance.
That was a
guest.
thing for a little era where churches were doing that. Youth groups specifically were doing that. And I would live through that era, so I saw all these things. And they would do it at like the high school.
Yeah.
And to me, it was always funny.
It must have been a George County thing.
No, it was actually like churches all over did it because I remember seeing it on like mega church TV stations. Them doing
All of
it.
that permeates from like Infuge and Centrifuge and all these like conferences and festivals that these youth groups go to.
Nice.
Whatever they pick up there, it comes back to the town, and then every little youth group's doing. And there's nothing wrong with
Makes
it.
sense.
I'm sure they're still doing it, and it's great.
Good guidance.
I can't help that when I see it, I automatically laugh. It is a nervous system response for me.
Right.
Oh,
I don't know
man.
what to do about that.
Thinking about it makes me laugh because it was so just. Looking back, it's just so awkward. And then my mom just making me do it on the spot all the time. Yeah.
Yeah. I get it, though,
fun.
because it's like akin to painting. You know how you can get more and more abstract, and it starts to just be not people now it's shapes.
Yeah.
It's like that version of live performance.
Yeah.
It's just like, bleh, bleh, bleh.
Yeah. I don't know. I dig it. I love seeing kids trying to put in that extra effort,
Yeah.
to
Well,
a
it's not just
performance.
kids.
It's pretty cool.
It's not just kids that do it either. Adults go full on it.
Oh,
I've been to plays in Mobile where
them.
they did it. It's not religious, it was like Mary Poppins, and they had a little scene where it went black, and this one girl comes out, and she starts.
No.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, it's like probably awesome and beautiful. For some reason, it makes me laugh.
Yeah. Now I love live theater. I do. We probably we went and seen the Shawshank Redemption down there at the Little Theater in Biloxi.
Oh, I bet that was great.
Yeah, it was.
And then we seen like a series of plays based around I think Edgar Allan Poe and a couple other people in
Nice.
Hattiesburg at the Sanger. That was really cool.
Hattiesburg's got a good
The
little
Monkey's
scene,
Paw
I think, for all that.
play is really
They do.
great.
And Biloxi, that little theater in Biloxi has a lot
good.
going on too.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's kind of like an old church. It looks like that was converted into a theater, but it's got like those really tall up like concrete steps going around it.
Oh, was it the
going up to
Sanctuary?
it. I think they just call it the Little Biloxi Theater.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah.
There is a venue down there that's converted from an old church, but they do everything there. They do theater, rock shows, whatever.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, we go to one or two a year at Spring Hill College, which
Yeah.
is like kind of a unsuspecting place, but
Nice.
dude, they're really good. Like the Mary Poppins one was amazing. Of course, that segment I'm talking about was such like a short thing. They had like the lady on the umbrella flying through the crowd to the stage.
Nice.
It was good.
Yeah, I think we went and seen a Christmas performance there
At Spring Hill.
a few years
Oh yeah,
ago.
we sure
Yeah.
did.
We
That
saw-
was really cool.
We saw Mary Poppins there. We just saw How to Train Your Dragon there.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, which was kids like that because it's like a modern movie that they like.
Yeah.
And they had all these puppeteer people doing the dragons. They do a good job though over there at Spring
Yeah.
Hill. And for $25 ticket,
Yeah.
it's a good experience. I like it.
Yeah, I need to check out that Little Biloxi Theater again, see what else they got coming up. Because we
Yeah.
just went to that because a friend of ours was like a consultant on the play. And he
Gotcha.
invited us to it. And I was like, I had no idea this was here. But yeah, it was fun.
I had no idea you could consult for plays, but I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, well, he's a warden over at jail. So,
Gotcha.
yeah, it's the Shawshank Redemption.
I see. I see. Whatever your expertise is, we bring you in.
Yeah,
I love
it's
it.
just like probably military themed. They have military consultants.
Heck yeah. See, I never thought of that.
Yeah.
That's cool. Let's talk about coffee a little bit because this king cake is so good.
Yeah, it is.
Can y'all just rebrand it?
Rebrand
What do you mean?
it?
Keep it.
Yeah, keep the flavor.
Yeah, just rename it something.
I don't
I
want
don't know,
people to
I'm
get burnt
joking.
out on
Yeah. Well, they won't order. They won't know it's king cake, just me. We need a Forrest special.
it. Now we're hoping, going forward that they just get better. Like, it's a great place to start, and it's a really great flavor. It's an awesome drink. But
Well, you're telling me about flavors coming
Yeah.
up, so tell me, like, what do we got going? It's January, 22nd?
yeah, we're currently working on cherry flavor, black cherry, and I just did some test batches this week, and hopefully it's going to be on the menu by next week.
Did you try it?
It's good.
Yeah, and then we're going to have a flavor that's going to be on our secret menu that we're going to put into our heart
Yeah.
that we're selling for Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
the
so we're-
heart cups.
Yeah, we're getting. Do you remember the Santa Claus cups?
How can I forget?
Okay, well,
It's a genius marketing idea. I love it.
we're doing.
I've been talking about it ever since.
We're doing heart cups, and they're not glass. They're just like big disco ball looking hearts, basically.
cool.
And they're very cute. And we're going to do like we did last time with the Santa cups, where we pre-make the coffee and have it ready and just sell it as fast as we can. Because, I mean, we sold out in an hour.
I know.
And that
There was like a line outside for
Yeah,
that.
it was really neat. That was
I loved it.
Such a cool thing. So
Caitlin was a little salty because she didn't get one.
I had no idea they were going to sell that fast.
Well, I remember we
really
talked about it,
didn't.
and you weren't pessimistic or anything, but you were like, hey, maybe we just start with 50 because I don't know if I want to be stuck with, 45 cups if it doesn't go well.
Yeah.
But sounds
Yeah.
like it was a success.
yeah, we are going to do only 55 this time, but that's because the price of these cups are so much higher. They're like 3 times as much, maybe 4 times as much as the Santa cups was. So, but we're still going to price it really good to where
see
I
what
feel like
happens.
it's affordable for everybody.
It's
If
more,
they
of
sell
fun, it's
out-
more of a fun thing, really.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if they sell out in an hour again, then okay, the next one I promise we'll order more than 50.
Yeah, let's give it
and,
2 tries.
And for Christmas, we're going to order more than 50 this coming up year,
Yeah.
because now we know.
Now
But
you know.
I don't want to start with 500 and see what happens.
Well, and also not to leave people out, but there is like the scarcity effect. You know, where these are limited. This is not and we're not going to just order more just for your money. This is like a fun thing we do. That to me is what it's more of like a fun thing, and it gets people excited. And it's a marketing tactic, but it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. It is.
So I'm excited about this cherry. I'm not a big cherry person, though, I'll be honest with you. But I'm
what about
definitely
black
gonna try.
cherry? See, black cherry is a little different.
Yeah.
That's why I really like it.
Yeah, I'm going to try it. I'm just like, I guess maybe like eating cherries, I've never been a fan of, but maybe black cherry would be good.
Yeah, they are different than the like little red cherries, especially the ones that you get out the jar. They taste better, but than the jar ones.
It's definitely different.
But we also will be offering deliveries on Valentine's Day, which is I think going to be really neat because it's going to be on a Saturday this year.
Okay.
And I don't know if any florists will be open on Saturdays, but we will be, and we'll
I'm
have.
sure they'll be open on Valentine's Day.
You think so? Yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose so. Yeah.
Definitely.
I just know typically
I would
don't
hope
see.
so.
I don't know.
Well, and they all are open on, most of them are open on Saturdays because of weddings.
Oh, okay.
And they've got prep they got to do. They got, all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm sure they get plenty of people walking in the door on Valentine's Day. Like, hey, how many dozens of roses you got left?
Yeah. Just getting off work.
Well,
I
if
totally
you're-
forgot to get that gift last
Night
week.
shift.
We'll have roses at the coffee shop, single roses.
Okay.
And we're going to be offering them as a delivery. We could deliver it to anybody within the city limits, and we can also have some extra roses on hand just in case you forget and you just want to come by and buy a rose.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Not going to be me. I'm going to do all mine ahead of time.
there you go.
That's a good idea.
I might have already done it.
Yeah.
Yep. So, okay, so that's what we got on flavors. And just news, pretty much. Anything else in the works?
Yeah. Basically, we're just going to be rotating out those specials. So,
Yeah. I do think, and we talked about this, I'll just bring it up. I think y'all got to up the merch game. I need some merch. People have asked me about merch, and I got a guy that I want y'all to meet who can help with that.
nice.
that'd be nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that way you don't have to really, in my mind, it's like make it something automated. You don't necessarily have to touch too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what's it called? Where you they just order and they make it as the orders are coming in?
Yeah,
or-
print on demand,
Print on
fulfillment,
demand.
something like that. That's what he does. So
Yeah, because it'd be good to be able to offer some of our merch online.
Yeah,
Right now, it's
100%.
It's difficult too.
And I think having old girls' designs on there is, on shirts, that kind of stuff to me is cool. And do limited drops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get her to do a painting or something, put it on a shirt, direct print it, and then be like, hey, there's the cups. Hey, we're selling 100 of these.
Yeah, we've done that before in the past. Like with our dark roast, we did a dark roast shirt that was really cool. It was all purple.
I think I've seen that. Have you wore it up here?
Yeah, I've worn it plenty of
I'd
times.
like to do some more of those though, because that is fun.
Yeah.
I like that.
But we just did one order of those, and then they were gone.
It'd be cool. You combine the ideas. So this shirt right here I made, and it's you can't hardly tell because the print did so bad. I got to thicken the lines.
That looks good.
But you can see it's got all these nuances of George County. That's Al Jones. Al Jones is the one that really disappeared.
Oh yeah.
But Billy Joe Armstrong's right there.
Okay.
There's all these little Easter eggs. But you could do a shirt drop where there's some kind of riddle or something.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be neat.
Or some kind of where's this, or can you pick out this many things, and if you do, you get a $5 voucher for free or something. I don't know, just something gets people involved.
Kind of was it the lollipop? Not the lollipops. The Tootsie Roll Pops. They had the special thing on a wrapper.
That's cool.
You remember that?
I remember
if
having,
it had a star, you got points or something.
Oh, I don't remember
The
that.
shooting star. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that.
No, you made me think of Laffy Taffy with the jokes and stuff. But that's good.
good.
I mean, that's a really good marketing thing because people are always just read this joke, eat this Laffy Taffy. But I think it'd be cool to come up with some kind of scavenger hunt on the shirt. So not only do you either have to come in, you have to buy the shirt. No, maybe. I mean, because you could just walk up and look at the design. You'd have to figure that out.
Yeah. We are planning on doing something with Beeline to where we have 60 bags. And it's going to happen whenever the time changes in spring.
Okay.
So, each bag represents 1 minute that we lost, springing forward.
Gotcha.
And so, each different bag is going to be a little bit different.
That's
so, it'll
cool.
be 60 unique bags.
I like that.
I believe. I don't know. We haven't worked out all the details, but
Yeah.
that's pretty exciting stuff.
I like that. That's like
We did the cans on it last time, and it did really well.
60 cans.
Well, we did, I think, 27 or something like that.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah.
It was close to 30.
I think that's the way to go with like a small boutique type brand. Like, make it more special because, I mean,
that's a pretty cool little like service. It's like a text to order. So every week he drops a different Mississippi roaster on there. It's like, hey, do you want to order this bag? This is what we're offering this week. And so every week you get to sample like a different Mississippi coffee roaster.
Where would we get it?
Beanline.
Beanline.com.
That's it? Beanline.com?
I believe so.
If it's not,
look it up on Facebook.
Well, go in the description. I'll find out and put a clickable.
Great guy. He just started us up last year, so he's really starting to build up a good customer base. But every time we do one with him, it does really well,
That's legit. Where's he from, or do you know? Are they based out of?
I'm not positive. I want to say out of the Jackson area, but I may be wrong.
He's local here. It's not like
Yeah, he's a Mississippi.
Yeah, he's Mississippi.
Yeah. And it's only Mississippi coffee.
That's so funny. Like he could literally copy, if it works good, he'd copy and paste that for every state.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, there are like bigger services out there that do it on like a national scale.
Gotcha.
But his is more focused to only Mississippi coffee roasters.
How many Mississippi coffee roasters are there? I don't know nothing about this, by the way.
I don't know for sure, but I know it's more than 8, probably. Definitely. Yeah, it's definitely
growing.
That's still not a lot, dude. I remember when I was
in the state of Mississippi. I mean,
no. But listen, let me give you some context. When I was in high school, how many brewers were there in Mississippi? There was only one.
Yeah.
There was only one. That was Lazy Magnolia.
Oh yeah.
And now there's over. I think. Check this out, guys. I think there's around 300 or 200.
Yeah.
That's a big jump in 20 years.
Yeah, there's probably only like 2 or 3 back then as far as coffee roasters.
And that's what I'm saying. To only be up to 8 right now, like,
that's
not a lot.
It's probably, I'm saying 8 as like the bottom of what it could possibly be.
Gotcha.
Like, it's definitely going to be more than 8.
Probably closer to 20, I would think.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't have a for sure count on that.
Ooh, I'm trying not to.
How many coffee roasters are there
Sorry,
in
y'all.
Mississippi estimated? Let's see what happens. Searching the web, baby. I'm curious.
On, Siri?
It ain't even Siri, bro. Have you used ChatGPT's voice command mode?
Oh.
It's really good.
I'm glad you tried it out. It's a fun way to chat, right? If you ever want to dive into more coffee roaster stats or anything else random, just say the word.
Okay.
Yeah, how many coffee roasters are there in Mississippi? Give me an estimate.
It's estimated that Mississippi has somewhere between about 30 to 50 coffee roasters. The numbers can vary depending on the source, but it's definitely a thriving scene for a smaller state.
Let's go.
Yeah, I knew I was really low with that number, but I definitely didn't want to say 30 and there only be like 15 or something.
Well, still, it's under 50.
Oh, yeah.
But I think it's cool, and I think it'd be cool to just explore those. Like Beanline, for example. I think it'd be cool, Beanline, if you're listening, do like a documentary series where you go to these different coffee roasters, almost like what's the guy's name, the famous chef that you talked about that one time?
Anthony Bourdain?
Yeah, like his style, where he kind of goes and tries it out, fills out the culture, meets the people.
There is a influencer that kind of does that.
Okay.
She goes by Roaster Cat, and she will travel to different independent coffee roasters.
I like that.
It's a pretty good channel. I like watching it because it's cool to see what other people. We're all doing pretty much the same thing, just in a different style.
Yeah, it's like invaluable to you, right?
Style.
Do it.
I would think I would have to watch them all if I was you.
I've watched a good bit.
Yeah.
Because I mean, really, a lot of those places she tours is where I want to get to with my coffee roasting business.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's a good hey, whenever you grow some more, these are good things to put in place to keep a smooth operation.
If you had to pick one just off the top of your head.
Like which one?
Yeah, like you're saying like that you kind of want to aspire to. Which one that like really sticks out in your head and you're like, I would love to have something similar to that?
It's probably more the equipment they're using that fascinates me, and different one has like a different way of doing it, and different things have different merits. So it's really tough to like pin like that's the exact way. I do notice like a lot of them, almost every single one of them have a Loring brand coffee roaster, whether it be for their biggest production or if it's just
What is
in
that?
there. It's just a brand. It's another type of coffee roaster.
It's like a good one, really good one.
Yeah, it uses a mix of convection air and then direct heat, as to where like the roaster I use only uses like the direct heat. And yeah, it's just a different style. It gives it a little bit more control over your roasting process, so you don't have to be quite as, I guess, skilled to run it. Or
Probably good to start on that.
I
though.
don't want to say that either because I never ran a Loring cook, so I can't
Well,
really
it gives
be
you a
like,
little more forgiveness, right?
yeah, and it allows you to use like a pre-programmed type of roasting. So if somebody like dials in, this is what I want the roast to be like every time, that machine can recreate it for them.
So it's
like
more
it.
of a craft and skill that John is doing.
It's a bunch of boring stuff.
Well,
I mean,
it's-
to everybody else, it's fascinating to me, but
Well, I love it. It reminds me of photography. In college, they made us do film, like 35 millimeter film, and do developing in a dark room. And to me, you should have to do that because then you really learn the principles of how things are exposed. And then when you go to a digital camera, you're going to be just translating that over. And you've already done like the hardcore craft part of it. Now you're getting tools that do have, it makes it a little easier. You still have to use the same principles,
yeah.
but it's a tool that makes it easier. So this is like a, that camera is like a, what do you call it? A
A Loring.
Loring?
But yeah, that one's really been popular, and a lot of them I see the Probat, which is pretty similar to the San Franciscan that I use. They're pretty popular in them too.
Dude, your roaster's just sexy. I'm just going to say
Yeah.
that. It's the way it looks for me. I mean, I'm sure it's great roaster
yeah.
too, but tell us about the roaster because I want people to know about it.
Oh, San Franciscan?
Yeah, that thing is so nice.
It is beautiful, and it's 100% American made, which is awesome. I mean, it was completely assembled in Nevada and then shipped to us. And
all the shipping
I
went
couldn't
perfect,
be
right?
happy. But honestly, after a year of using it, I couldn't be happier. Like to me, I've learned a lot more about coffee roasting on it than I did whenever I was using the Mill City 1.5 kilogram roaster. Because whenever you're working with a larger machine, there's a lot more variables that can affect a roast, as to where like a small machine has an easier time kind of holding that certain temperature inside of it and transferring it to the bean. Whenever you expand it to bigger size, it's a lot more can kind of go wrong. And you also have more options to make it go right.
Did you have to waste any beans in the first couple of days, like burn some beans to figure it out, or?
Yeah. I mean, but that's part of it.
Yeah.
It was more about learning batch sizes in the beginning, because the heat reacts different depending on if you put 8 pounds of cold coffee beans in it or 20 pounds. One's going to drop the temperature a lot more than the other. So you kind of got to figure out how to make sure your machine has enough heat to take those cold beans up to that temperature.
Yeah. So, side question for you, Savannah. If John was to get the flu and then find out he needs to go somewhere for a week, right after that, so that's 2 weeks out, could you just hop on there and just get out just a regular roast of beans?
No.
I could walk her through it. Unless I was like comatose.
Yeah. But you could walk her through it. Like, that's,
Yeah, like if I was on the phone, I'd be like, no, you need to do that. You need to do this now.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
I think she would have it.
I've
Yeah.
had it to do it with the smaller roaster. He got sick really bad one time, but I don't know about the big roaster. I feel like I could follow the steps if he could, talk to me.
Yeah.
But it is kind of scary.
Kind
to
of what
think
I did
about.
with the smaller roaster too. I was like walking her through it from the hospital bed, like, hey, you need to hit this button.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey,
that's-
teamwork makes the dream work, baby.
It is scary though to think about if something was to happen. How would I handle everything without him? So
I guess I'm that key man
Oh,
in our company.
yeah.
You ever hear like the key man clause? Kind of like you're the key
Yeah.
man in your company.
Oh, yeah.
Like if you disappeared from
I
the
am the
company,
company.
the whole company would fold up.
Yes, he is the key man. We wouldn't be able to be what we are without what John's doing.
For some reason, you had me thinking of like a locksmith, the key man. But
I'm the only one with the key here.
hey, can you make us a key?
Can't
No,
they
the
just
key man.
borrow it?
The key, no, the key man. He ran off to Mexico with this old lady.
Yeah.
That's interesting though. It probably would be worth, I'm not telling you what to do, but probably be worth getting a lesson or two, one lesson a week for an hour.
Yeah.
And that way, at least you know enough to be dangerous. And then John can like talk you through quantities and all that.
I totally agree. And I've mentioned it before, but it's just like, finding the time and actually just making
But y'all got a good
making
thing
the time.
going. You've got like the technical product side of it on lock. You've got the marketing, business, administrative, face of the community thing on lock. Talk to me about that. Do you think it works good?
I think we work good together. I think we work excellent together.
But imagine if you were both like into the roasting.
Yeah, you're right. We both have our, I guess, expertise that we are very different, but both need to be needed for the business.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel guilty though, because I'm like, man, you're doing all the hard stuff. I feel so bad because you're doing the actual labor and I'm just on the computer.
But if it wasn't for Savannah, I mean, like almost nothing would get done. Like as far as paperwork or, getting a process started. Like she's really good at like, okay, well, this is our goal. This is where we're going to. What steps do we need to start lining up? And when are we doing them? Not just we need to do it. Like when are we starting to do this?
Yeah, and you can turn your focus when needed to like really dial into something.
Because if she didn't ask me those questions, I might be weeks before I'm like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be doing that now.
Yeah, I'm good about making sure that we're like, I want to make sure that we're running as a legitimate business, and I try to take all the precautions and steps that I need to do to make sure that we are up to snuff with everything,
Yeah, that's super important. I mean, I can vouch for that. Just like you get into the creative side of something, and you'll blink and be like,
your organization is just
yeah, you got to go. And then I usually will like, carve out 2 days and get caught up on all that junk. And I'm like, okay, I'm tired of this. I want to be creative again. Like if Caitlin was involved, she has, a good career, but if she was involved, I've always said she'd be the accountant because she's got that analytical mind. She'll walk around with an Excel sheet and just like be, like if you said, hey, can you take a sales call today? She'd go, I quit.
Yeah.
Not really, but like that's just not her skill set per se.
Right.
Where I'm like, yes, please send me 12 a day.
Yeah.
I'll take 12 sales calls a day because if I can close one of them, we're good.
There you go.
2 of them were really good. 3 of them were Bill Gates. Let's go.
Yeah.
We're getting a new water slide, kids.
But yeah, we're a pretty strong team.
Yeah, I do need to learn how to roast. And another thing that I need to learn how to do is doing latte art. Like, I feel like a complete failure of a coffee shop owner to not know how to do latte art.
But you're a coffee shop owner. You're not a barista by trade.
I was a barista by how many years?
Though, but you're in a different stratosphere. You don't. I think if you want to learn it, do it. But if you don't. I mean, you can train people and like you do, send people to these conferences or these workshops.
I learned by watching YouTube videos.
There you go. That's another way.
And then like back whenever I was barista in the coffee shop, just if I had a hot drink come in, I would practice like, hey, I'm going to try to make a little something in this cup. And if it comes through, great. If it doesn't, they're not going to know. You just put the lid on there. It's better than just being like, I'm not going to attempt it at all. Like,
I like it.
You got 3 seconds to pour this hot latte.
You're doing
Why
it
not
anyway.
try?
You're doing it anyway.
Yeah. I never was good about doing that kind of stuff. I was always so like,
Get it out the door. Let's
Well,
go.
that's your skill set, man. You're very like, get to the next one, get to the next one. I'm sure people really appreciate it because if you were like really slow and like spending all the time on their latte art, like, listen, dude, I gotta go.
Yeah.
I appreciate your efforts.
I'm not talking about like if the building's on fire, I'd still be like, oh yeah, there we go.
Right.
There we go.
But yeah, I do firmly believe if you have like a desire to learn it. But if you don't have that burning desire,
I don't necessarily do have that burning desire.
Just let somebody else do it.
I do feel bad about it, though.
Be good at what you love and what you know.
Yeah.
But it sounds like y'all been putting some resources into teaching the current staff and yourself and all that. So I think that's cool. I think just any little area where you can just elevate people and your product, it all is going to, come
Yeah.
back
Yeah, I agree.
in some way.
Yeah.
So what can people expect when it comes to this new location? You don't have to obviously just divulge whatever you want, but
Yeah. I think it's going to be fairly similar to, the same kind of options that we have on Main Street. There may be a few specials that don't get put in over at the drive-thru that does get implemented at the coffee shop. So it's going to be more like, if you want to try this really elaborate one that we created, it's going to be on Main Street. If you're looking for a really good drink that's going to come out in a reasonable amount of time, that's what you go to the drive-thru for.
which right now y'all's time is like lickety split. I can't think of any time I've ever thought about that I'm waiting for a coffee. There's that point there's the threshold of where you order something and you get to that point where you go, I've been waiting on this for a minute now.
Yeah.
I have never had that experience. Now maybe I just got lucky. Tell us in the comments that
I'm
these
sure
people
you
thought-
probably have just gotten lucky because I
Really?
know that there has been people that's had to wait. I've seen it on their faces, I could tell,
But too, we
they're
got
always so
a
nice.
very great system in place at this point that's been fine-tuned over the last 7 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody knows like the process and the fastest way to do each individual thing.
Well, yeah, there's just been small tweaks put in through the years to where it makes it more efficient. I mean, it could be as simple as just moving the syrups from here to there.
Yeah.
That does
Yeah.
make a difference.
Or changing the spray heads to a better spray head that like just
Yeah.
gets it out and doesn't have to go 4 times. It goes 2 times. Yeah. I like that kind of stuff. It's kind of like cool to hear.
yeah. All
'Cause-
that.
'cause
Under
this-
counter fridges instead of
Yeah.
stand up fridges to where you just reach underneath the counter to grab your milk.
This production stuff is the exact same way where like used to, if I was going to make a YouTube video, I didn't dread it because I didn't like making it. I didn't have a system that would make it quickly.
Yeah.
Like I really need to be making a video a day. That's 365 a year. And that's going to help just get that consistency up, get more eyeballs on different things, see what's working, see what's not. I need like volume at first.
Yeah.
But now I've got a system where like I plug the camera into the computer so it's automatically recording to the computer. I don't have to transfer the file
No.
like on a card. I've got this plugged into the computer. I have a tripod that's always there, so I'm not setting up a tripod. I'm just throwing the camera on. And that's why I'm able to put out like a video a day now, whereas
Yeah.
used to it would take me 2 to 3 days to make a video. And it's like, can I dedicate that time? Now I dedicate like almost an hour a day is like the average time.
Yeah.
But that's pretty fast. But when you don't got a crew of people and you just like know you need to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I'm always trying to provide value. So a lot of it's me talking, unfortunately. But
Ain't
it's
nothing
like,
wrong with that.
it would take
It sounds
me
like the way I do my TikTok videos.
Yeah.
I mean, like I'm all over the place. And it may be just a shot of what my backyard looks that morning, or it might be, when I'm in depth working on my truck videos or something. Or it could be my kids playing. I don't know.
Yeah, my kids are all over my YouTube.
Yeah.
I actually had a guy who owns a giant YouTube channel, like 1 million subscribers.
No.
We were in Vegas together, and he mentioned to me, he was like, "You let your kids be on your YouTube channel?" I was like, "Sometimes. I mean, if they're around,
Yeah.
they walk into the frame." And he was very adamant about like never letting his kids be. Well, his channel was giant too,
Yeah.
so he, I guess, kind of don't want to dox himself or his kids.
Yeah.
But he's from Austria.
I totally respect
Anyway,
that.
I just thought it
honestly.
would. He got me thinking about it. I was like, well, I guess if it ever really took off, I probably would have learned to be a little more selective
No.
about if and when I let him be on the screen.
Yeah, I don't think it's a bad thing, but
No, and I think
as long as you're not like, they're not the reason that you have a YouTube channel. Now that I think is a huge gray area where you're, using your children for extra income.
But there's
there's
it's
a lot
like-
of those.
There's a lot of those, and our kids watch some of them.
No, yeah, they love
And
that stuff.
They love it.
My kids do too.
So
I have to really watch it though. I don't let them watch
But who
YouTube.
knows what Natasha's going to end up like whenever she's full
Nastia.
grown. Or Nastia, yeah.
Who's
but
this?
She's who
Yeah,
Matilda
another
likes
child,
to watch.
Star.
Yeah, childhood star, and she's
Childhood YouTube star instead of the Mickey Mouse Club. Now
Yeah,
it's
that's
the
what I was about to
YouTube.
say. We've
Yeah, and there's some pretty dark stuff that happened in the Mickey Mouse Club, too. Yeah. Which there's a lot of dark
Or
stuff that's
Hollywood.
happened in Hollywood in
Hollywood,
general.
yeah.
Two children actors dating all the way back to Shirley Temple. I
yes.
Yep.
Probably even before that.
Kind of
Oh,
makes me
yeah.
think about like these Stranger Kid things that we just got through. It's almost like
Yeah.
the stuff will come out in 10 years now.
I hope it
There's a
doesn't.
clock.
Yeah.
I hope it doesn't, but
I
there's a
hope that
clock.
was, the beginning of
Yeah.
like, let's not take advantage of children.
Well, the advantage for them is like it was not filmed in California. It was filmed in Georgia. So
Okay.
maybe that's going to be the determining factor of like, maybe it's a good,
Maybe.
nothing ever happened.
I hope
I never heard
not.
anything about the Harry Potter, so that seemed like it was a good
Yeah.
production all the way through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not to get off into all this stuff, but you
Well, there
know.
was one character that he went off the deep end. Oh, I can't remember.
But was it like we're talking child abuse or no?
No. It was,
Okay, just kind of druggy, whatever.
I can't
The
remember.
Goonies was really
Oh,
bad. Have you ever
what's
looked
that?
at a video on that?
No.
Where are they now? Like the Goonies?
Yeah. Is it rough?
There's some rough ones in there, more than like the others. So it's just
It wasn't-
coincidence.
Was
but
it because of stuff that happened to him on set?
I don't
or-
think so. I think it was
Okay,
like
that's
early
good.
childhood fame, money, drugs. In fact,
That
you
makes
remember
sense.
Mouth? The character Mouth, who's
Yeah.
like one of the best characters. He didn't have he had a rough time.
Yeah.
I don't know where he is now, if he's alive. I hope so. But
Yeah.
he was one that had a rough time. One of them ended up becoming, Chunk. You remember Chunk? He ended up becoming an entertainment lawyer.
Okay.
Yeah, so he
Nice.
handles, I guess, entertainment law.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting. And we know what happened to old boy who played Mikey. He just kept being an actor.
Yeah.
You know, he was in Rudy. He was in Stranger Things, actually. Yeah.
Oh, Bob.
Oh, Bob. Man, you know they had to kill Bob.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did because what's his name? Hopper had to
Hopper,
get with
yeah.
old girl. You couldn't
guess.
have Bob. Like, I'm sorry, Bob, but you couldn't have Bob.
Bob was so cool.
He was cool if he was your math teacher, not your mom's boyfriend. I'd rather have Hopper, dude. Hopper's
Oh,
badass.
hell no. I would much rather have
Really?
Bob than Hopper
I want
as
the
a stepdad.
I want the SEAL team guy.
No, I want the jolly, safe guy.
Hopper is pretty cool though, and him and Joyce did need to be together.
But you
so-
and Bob could have done
Yeah.
origami together, and me and Hopper would be
Okay.
out like
You know,
killing
through the-
pedos.
Bob should have left that town a lot sooner.
Bob.
He
dude.
knew.
I remember watching that episode. My wife was like, women are emotional, right? Men are too, but women definitely have, I think, a little more emotion that they wear on their sleeve. She lost it, dude, when Bob
Yeah.
died. I was just like, oh, man, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah. Savannah and the girls didn't cry whenever Bob died, but man, when Hopper died, whoo, there wasn't a dry eye in the house.
I was very pregnant when he died, though.
Or he was supposed to die. He didn't really even die.
I know, and
Yeah.
that's one
Hopper.
plot twist. Dude, that's one plot twist that's so overused, and I get to where I don't like it. Like, I'm just
Yeah.
kind of tired of seeing people die and then not
Not
be
die.
dead.
Not be dead. Yeah, right?
Can we just pick one? And then
No.
just, if you're going to kill somebody, make it, it's almost losing its weight.
No.
It's being used so much.
The Walking Dead was really bad about
Oh.
that. Like, you'd be thinking somebody's dead for sure. And then, like, 3 episodes later, it's like, no, he's been alive this whole time. Well, he's been gone for 3
No,
episodes.
and what's funny is how they always reintroduce it. Like
Yeah.
in Lost, for example, like she's running through the woods and she runs into somebody and it's him. And then it's just like music and they're looking at each other like, I thought you were dead. And it's like cut to commercial.
Polar bear.
Dude, I remember watching that show Lost with my mom and my aunt. That's who I lived with growing up. It was like me, my mom, my aunt, and then my cousins. So it was like a real mixed bag of people. But
Yeah.
we would always watch Lost and American Idol.
Nice.
But I remember like all the advertisements, cut-in scenes from commercials, because they would always do like this wide shot of the island, and then it would like fade in Lost.
Yeah.
ABC logo at the bottom, and then it would last week on Lost.
Yeah.
And dude, I don't know, dude. Like watching TV shows like that, there was something magical about it.
Prison
never
Break
watched
is
that
the
one.
one that.
Prison Break.
Oh, man.
God, yeah.
I rewatched Prison Break probably like 5 or 6 times.
Really?
And not for the reasons that you might think. It's like a hilarious show to me. Like, the acting in it is just the funniest thing I've ever seen.
He likes to watch terrible acting,
Yeah.
just in general. Like,
Okay.
Watching
Cobra Kai is a
T-Bag
good
bully
one.
new inmates.
yeah, There's just shows I cannot watch with
Yeah.
him because they're so agonizingly.
That's
Bad.
my jam.
Are you like my friend Chad Knight? Shout out to Chad. He might be the biggest VHS collector on the internet. Like there's a community of guys who collect VHS tapes, and
Yeah.
he's like the main one.
Yeah, Pete Davidson's, I think, got like the largest.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They probably cross paths. But
Probably.
Chad does music for like what's that guy's name? Cheech and Chong, Tommy Chong's movies. He's like commissions him to do songs and stuff.
Nice.
He's got a cool little network. But anyways, what was I even saying about Chad? There was something about Chad that had to go along with what y'all were talking about. Dang it! I got on a tangent about him.
Yeah. Oh, it was about laughing at TV shows that are supposed to be serious.
Okay, so Chad is really into these B, C, and D list movies, and he collects like these. They do those kind of movies. They know they're bad. They lean into it, and they do drops of VHSs. So he's it's like
Oh, that's cool.
It's a whole culture, dude.
Nice.
And he really wants to film one. He's really into like these C list horror films
Yeah.
that are just completely awful. Like the guy's wearing a wolf mask from Walmart.
Yeah.
And it's filmed on a mini DV camera.
What was that show called? Mystery Science 3000?
Yeah, I remember that.
I think whenever I had to go to the hospital was like 2 years ago now.
I guess so. Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I watched for like the 2 days I was in the hospital.
That's wild.
And yeah, that's what they do is watch those B flicks and then just commentate on it the whole time.
What about Hallmark movies?
Yeah.
What are your
We
thoughts?
just watched one like a few days ago.
I think it was actually Lifetime
Or
because you
Lifetime.
got to be careful.
Same thing. That's
They're
what we're
not
talking
quite
about.
the same.
Savannah explained the difference to me the other day.
Well, of
and
course,
it's
I mean,
really great.
A true fan's going to have the nuance. What's the difference between Hallmark and Lifetime films?
I think that Hallmark is more like romanticized and more like love stories, where Lifetime's
rom-com, maybe?
Yeah, and you see, your holiday feel good loves romance stuff on there, but I feel like on Lifetime it's more like
It's that same energy, just it turns dark at some point.
yeah, it's got more of like real life stories where the woman. Which one were we watching?
But it's so weird because it's like the same energy as a Hallmark movie, but then all of a sudden it's like, why are we talking about cannibalism?
Yeah,
or something,
Yeah, it's like
Life-
if you just want that little touch of dark with your happiness.
Yeah.
But if you
Lifetime-
just want straight happiness, it's Hallmark.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Lifetime
yeah.
was the one where I accidentally stumbled upon Flowers in the Attic. And
What is this?
I don't think we're going to talk about the theme of that book.
it's really like
Flowers in the Attic? Guys, in the comments, let us know.
it's
If you know,
If you know, you
it's
do
messed
know.
up.
You
And,
know too much.
yeah, I actually recommend you going ahead and watching it, because if I get traumatized, y'all should get traumatized too, right? Go ahead and watch Flowers in the Attic. It's
Yeah, a Lifetime movie.
interesting.
Usually it's based on a true story too. That's the scary part. Yeah, we was watching the one
what can
about
you
the
give me about
suitcase
it?
murderer or something.
What can you give me about it? Like, tell me something
Flowers
about
So,
it.
in the
Attic. It
Flowers
has
in
to
the
do with
Attic-
incest
Yeah.
Oh.
at a very young age.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Why? Is that allowed?
No.
You know, it's-
I know. I'm saying making the movie.
And you don't even see
right?
it.
And that's
like,
Lifetime.
Yeah, it just pops up that like, I don't know, it just surprises you in such a disturbing way, and yeah.
Dude, speaking of, you sent me a TikTok last night.
Yes,
That was so
please.
funny. You got my automated message,
Yeah.
which is like, "Hey, how's it going, Savannah? I filmed over 100 weddings. Would love to film your wedding." And you go, "Yes, I'm getting married on a budget. Can you?" And I'm thinking, so, dude, believe it or not, sometimes Facebook glitches out, and like somebody else's message will pop up on your name. So I thought somebody had reached out, and Facebook was glitching, and it was saying that you said it.
Yeah.
So I refreshed the page. And no, Savannah's telling me she's getting married on a budget.
Next week.
And I went, and I'm thinking, okay, they're renewing their vows. But she couldn't just text or call me. She wanted to go through the proper channel.
Right? Got to book it.
So I was like, sure, you remarrying John? And she said, absolutely. And that's where I was just like, so confused. And I was done. And I started scrolling. I just implemented that message too.
Yeah.
And I tried to make it trigger, like where you have to mention the word wedding, and it'll send it.
Yeah, it didn't do that.
It didn't trigger it because.
I sent you something, nothing.
But
close to a
talk to
wedding.
me about what you sent because we are kind of getting close to the after hour.
So in Leakesville, there's a podcaster or a TikToker. Her name is, I think, CC Lawyer or something like that. She was talking about the water park that's over there, and we've been hearing a lot about it. We heard about it last summer, and so many people were going to it. Well, apparently, this water park, I could be completely wrong and misunderstood, but I believe these people of this boy, and this is a Lucedale man. He's 23 years old. I call him a boy, but he's a man. He had been found guilty for committing SA on a young child below the age of 10. And this family had ended up moving.
And in Mississippi.
Yeah.
In Florida and Mississippi.
They ended up moving to Florida, and then, from what I understand, moved to Florida, and then came back with him and put him in Leakesville at, I believe, their water park that the sheriff knew about the guy being a child pedophile. He worked at there. He actually had, they had a house right beside the water park to where he could literally look, right at the water park. He was, employees said that he was always there around children, and nobody said anything. And this woman is the first one that I've heard talk about it, and it's kind of a big deal to think about, how can that happen? A water park is for kids, for families.
And for context,
For kids in bathing suits.
Oh yeah, and for context, this is considered what we're talking about local to us.
Yes.
This is not in a distant land. In fact, it's basically the same town.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
The perpetrators
Community.
from Lucedale.
Yeah.
The perpetrators from Lucedale, and Leakesville is just our neighbor, honestly,
Yep.
a rock throw away, pretty much. And
Yeah.
my sister, I'm pretty sure, went to that water park. I know people that's went to that water park with their kids.
So you're saying, did the water park know about it?
Yes.
Oh man, sorry guys.
That's what that's
I'm going to throw you under the bus there, but I need to know.
At the ribbon cutting, he is very actively involved. From what I understand, his family is involved in owning it, but I could be wrong about that.
Okay. Well,
the lawyers
could be wrong about a lot of things.
FOIAs, right?
Do it.
The lawyers filing FOIA acts with the Greene County about freedom of information.
oh,
So basically, she's
Oh, yeah,
trying
yeah,
to
yeah.
figure out how much the sheriff and everyone else that worked around there knew about this man.
hey,
and
that
still
TikTok's
let
not hurting,
him-
is it? She's got 8,000 likes and 400 comments.
It's still not enough, though.
It's not enough. I
I'm
agree.
sorry.
I
I
agree.
feel
It's
like
not enough, but that's
is
going to
good
help.
attention,
That's going to
yeah.
help her a little bit because people are going to want to update. And she could stand in front of the courthouse, which is public, during the day at least. Stand in front of the courthouse and say, "Hey, here's the update." They either are obliging or they're refusing, whatever it is.
But yeah, that's totally unethical and immoral, I think, to let somebody like that work at a water park around children.
Let's just say that you had a family member, and I don't, and I can't imagine what that's like, but let's just say you had a family member who did something like that. Are you ever going to stop completely loving them? No, probably not. But at the same time, hey, I love you, but from now on, you can't be around kids. I'm
You
sorry.
ain't watching my kids no more.
Yeah, you can't watch my kids. You can't work at my business that is a kid-oriented. It's just
I feel like I wouldn't love them anymore. Honestly, don't know if I could, because I feel so much. I feel hatred towards people who are pedophiles. That's
Yeah.
the only people I
It's
hate.
such an evil thing.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Okay, I will have a 0.2% shred of love for you just because of who I thought you were and who I grew up with, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like a sliver. But then you're definitely not working at my business.
Hell no, yeah.
Yeah, I
Even
don't
if
even
you-
see somebody like that staying in my life.
No,
if,
definitely not. But you come apply my business, I'm gonna be like, hey, Matthew, are you fucking crazy? You think I'm gonna hire you, bro? I'm sorry, I can't do that.
Yeah.
It's a no-brainer.
It's like a guy waiting trial for a mass shooting, and then he gets a job at a gun store.
Yeah.
It's no, keep him away from guns.
Yeah.
Keep that dude away from kids.
I don't care if he's your cousin
Yeah.
or son, even or anything.
But this
So
makes...
I'm almost more disappointed because we know who he is, right?
Mm-hmm.
We know who he is. He's already proven
He's
it
been
twice.
all over the news lately.
Yeah, so we know who he is, but what about these people that own the place that are not like him?
Yeah.
I mean, I assume you're not like him, but why would you hire him if you're not like him?
Yeah, and allow kids to be around them.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like,
Ugh, it disgusts me.
there's a point like where if you know if you're an adult and you know something is going on with a kid or has happened to a kid, you have a moral responsibility to stand up for the kids or kid who does not have a voice. And I feel like we're just seeing a lot of this lately where there's just this blind eye, and it's as long as it's not happening to your family directly, it's no big deal. But kids are the next thing coming up in this world. The kids are innocent, they're beautiful, and
They're
they
the
should
future.
be perfect. Yeah, they're
in their
to
programmable years.
Yes.
These are the years where their subconscious is going to be programmed.
Yeah.
Once they turn, I think it's 9.5. Like basically, that time before that is most of who you are today has to do with being between 3 and 9 years old.
And
A lot of your trauma, a lot of like your beliefs are installed then. I mean, it's literally like a computer program.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel so just devastated thinking about all the darkness in our world and how much of it involves children. Yeah. How on earth are we living like this? It's not just social elites. We do have...
Yeah,
that
that's
is
a scary thing.
Yeah, that's a super duper scary thing. And the further you get into the social elite thing, it's even scarier. But we have it just living amongst us.
Yeah.
I mean,
that when we first started the podcast, I think that's when we started this dialogue about it, and I started kind of realizing that yes, there's always like this big picture of the world, but you can compartmentalize that. Like it's the exact same thing. It's just a smaller scale.
Yeah.
You know?
It doesn't surprise me that there's evil people like that in the world, but it surprises me that so many people will cover up for evil people like that in the world and put other people in harm's way.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I mean, if somebody's evil, they're evil. I'm sorry, but if you're a piece of crap, then people should know it. And they should be warned. That way they don't get burned by the same thing that they've done to other people in the past.
But the cherry
Be
on
a better
top,
person.
The cherry on top is the kid thing.
Yeah.
That makes it a more of a no-brainer.
Yeah, if you cannot stand with me on that, I am sorry. I do not care.
We are done.
Yeah.
We're not protecting pedophiles.
Nope. Unsubscribe.
Yeah, if you're a pedophile, I could just go on about some stuff because
I think we might get flagged for that word, by the way. If you're a kid lover.
No.
You know, there's one that's working at our hospital right now. He works as a technician.
What's his name? I don't know if we're going to throw that out there, but no, don't do it. Don't do it.
Okay.
They're all over this county.
Oh, I know. Dude, I encourage everybody who lives anywhere, not just where we live. We make it sound kind of bad, but always make sure you check out your sex offender registry.
Yes.
Luckily, I checked mine. I always check it like every few months. I don't have any within 10 miles of me, according to the documentation. Now, if you go to where my mom lives and you search there, which is near the Love's truck stop and all that, I think there's 20 in a 2-mile radius.
Holy moly.
And look in town. You want to see something crazy?
I believe
You want to see the red really fill up the screen?
And that's where a lot of the kids are in town.
And what I do is I familiarize myself with these people's faces and names, especially faces. Because if I am walking down the sidewalk or at the park, I see a straggler guy, he doesn't have a kid with him. I'm not saying I'm memorizing their faces, but I do go through a lot and just try to familiarize myself because some of them are very distinct looking. They look Marilyn Manson looking people.
I'm pretty proud of our sheriff for the way he handled a recent event that happened that we knew about. And I hope that,
I think I heard about that.
that Greene County would take that same kind of
step to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounded like it was lickety split, huh?
Yeah, we had a situation arise, and we knew of a child being abused, and we took it to the sheriff, even though it was very limited information. He came through and went and he did all the investigating he could and made a way to get the information to the mother, to get that kid taken care of. And I couldn't be more proud of our Sheriff Mixon. He has done an amazing job trying to keep our children safe in our town, and we definitely need that because we have a lot of pedophiles in Lucedale.
Mm-hmm. Kudos to you, Sheriff Mixon.
Yes, thank you.
Well,
Thank you, Sheriff
you know, it's
Mixon.
funny. Karen Wright has a podcast, and she brought him on.
Yeah.
And it was kind of funny because I don't think she realized how real he was going to be on there.
Oh yeah, Mitchell Mixon don't put on no fake
No,
face.
he came in and was so real. And then that was like, I would say 15 of the 30 minutes was about how they are cracking down on abuse against children. Mm-hmm. And I was like, all right, I hear you.
Yeah,
and
sounds like him and the DA is taking it very seriously.
Yeah. Well, at that time, I'm not saying I didn't believe him. I just said, okay, I hear you. Now I see you. So like, it's one thing to just hear somebody say they're going to do something, but then when you see them do it and hear about them doing it and they have done it, you're like, all right, I can get down with that. So
I just wish everybody else would take up this torch.
No.
I'd
much rather be seeing those arrests than drug bust or
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, if you run across one, if there's a problem because of one, bust it. But it's
But
like,
if you're going to be investigating something,
that's
investigate those crimes.
Yep.
Yes.
And we have a big problem too. People can attest to this, but I've heard about it from people who know, like with the foster care system.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing that's supposed to be looking out for kids.
It is really bad. There's so many people that take advantage of the foster system because they're actually getting payments, and it's good chunks of money that they're able to take advantage of and use for themselves. And they are supposed to report receipts and everything to the foster
Honestly,
care
those
system.
CPS workers are way too overloaded. They need a lot more resources than what they have. I mean, one CPS worker might be looking after 50 children. That's ridiculous. How do you check on 50 children in a month?
And these CPS workers are supposed to be responsible for taking these children to their appointments, whether it be the dentist, psychiatrist, any regular doctor appointments.
The parent
So
doesn't
make
take
sure
them?
that they're not abused. Well, some of them are in foster care, and some of them are, and actually they get even more leniency if it's the actual parent as opposed to a foster parent.
Yeah.
So I've seen CPS workers basically show up and like, well, the utilities are on. I'm leaving.
But we also know of this story where this child or children was taken, and in Lucedale, a foster parent was he was actually an active staff of the library too, but he was
I remember this one.
and Sheriff Mixon found him. He was abusing children in his house as a foster parent, and it's like. And it was, I don't know,
I'm going to sound really based when I say this, but I don't think single men should be adopting children or fostering them, whatever. Hey, look, I'm sorry. I know that's going to upset a lot of people. You can believe your thing. I believe mine. I don't think single men should have children. Or not have children. I'm saying, like, if your wife died, of course you're going to continue to raise your children. But, like, to just seek them out, why?
Well.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. It did, alarm me a little bit. Like, it was a flag. Like, why did he have those kids being a single man? Because it's got to be tough.
He was really dorky. Like, okay, I could see the argument of, like, I'm not going to land a girl, and I do want kids. Like, I don't know. It sounded really crude, but you get what I'm saying.
Honestly, how you turn somebody away who say they're ready to take care of a child whenever there's so many children that do need taken care of.
I get that side of it, but
And
it was me.
I mean, but
If it was me, they'd be like, hey, that guy right there is sexist. He won't let me. I'd be like, yep, I'm sexist. In this situation, I'm very sexist.
Yeah.
No, if they would do a little bit more detailed, like follow through to make sure that the individual was.
Yeah, if there was,
That's the main thing is that CPS don't have the resources to investigate a foster parent.
And make sure that they are actively doing what they're supposed to be doing. And, I mean.
Yeah, I said, they show up. If the utilities are working, this house is good.
Yeah, this kid needs a place. And not to get too, I know, y'all know what Palantir is? It's like it's the surveillance state of America right now, and it's where it's going. It's this company that like basically owns all the data, and like your traffic lights and stuff like that, they own all the data. Trump's very involved with it. Not to get political, but everybody who's anybody is involved in this company called Palantir. And, I can see the safe sides of it because it would be good to implement Palantir with their AI where you put the person in the database and it goes through it and it scrapes all of their social activity, even stuff that's been deleted from all time, and it will give you a score and a rating of, would this be a good fit, this man, whatever, would this be a good fit for these 2 foster children? And it would
Oh my goodness,
it would
yeah.
give a rating of like 68% and tell you why, and would say, well, he had a misdemeanor here, he had this, he he was an only child, like whatever, it doesn't matter. But it gets all the data and gives you a score. And most people are going to hear that and go, absolutely not. The government needs to get away from my information.
No, that's not how people are feeling right now, I don't think, because they're
Well,
just like...
and the double side of it is like, it's the constitutional side where it's like, you give government so much control that they can manipulate and basically own the population. I get that part, but this is one instance where I'm like, Palantir might actually be a good thing.
No.
Well, I mean, haven't they basically...
We're moving into the information age at a faster rate than ever.
I know.
And it's the beauty of that is it's going to be harder for a person to hide the bad and evil shit they've done in the past.
Yeah.
Like, that stuff's going to stick with you like it never has before because the internet ain't going away.
Well, China's doing that. They have the social score there.
Yeah.
And do you ever see Black Mirror?
Mm-hmm.
There's
Yeah.
an episode where they have it's a social score episode where
I've
like,
seen that one.
the things you do up your social score, and it determines what kind of restaurants you can go to, what kind of, and it's a double-edged sword. I get both arguments. I see the good in it, and I also see where it could be taken advantage of and be evil.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But China's doing it,
No.
and they're the best country ever.
Definitely number one improved since the 60s.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean,
they do a lot of cool
that
stuff.
was a third world country. Not people
Isn't that
understand
crazy?
that. That was
And
a third world country in the 70s.
And now they're probably the number one merchandise.
They have the fastest growing economy in the world.
Yeah, they make
by
the most
far.
merchandise too, like textile products and things. It's just wild.
Yeah, they went from a population just starving to death to just
Boom.
everything's made in China.
I think there's I think
Right?
there's a lot of countries. There's a lot of countries like that did this rise of
Not like China.
engineering. I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
Saying China. I'm not saying that China's not the only one, but
No. But,
trying
I
to think
mean,
of
that
some of the
didn't
South
come
American
without
ones.
its cost. I mean, there's some serious sacrifices the population made to accomplish that kind of growth.
oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Like the limit on kids, and because you need this certain amount of this and
it's
that.
communism, so you work where they tell you to work kind of thing. So, yeah. I'm not saying that it's a better system. I'm just saying
And it gets results.
what it's done
It gets
is
results.
very, yeah.
I heard an argument on a podcast with this chick from Russia or Ukraine. Anyway, she was going to town to plead the case for Putin. He was like, look, here's the list of bad things he's done.
No.
Let's acknowledge those. Now, let's talk about the advancements and the benefits and the good things that he's done. They just outweigh them. I'm not saying the bad things don't exist. I'm just saying he gets results. And that's why the Russian people love him, because they're like, yeah, he shouldn't have done that, but, our economy's doing good, everybody's safe, whatever,
Yeah.
I don't know that much about it, but it resonated with me. I was like, yeah, I could see where some people would be,
Yeah.
defending. So if you made it this
Where are
far,
we going?
Eating.
if you made it this far, we applaud you, sir. Go
Thank
to
you.
opossumcoffeecompany.com.
Yes.
Come get some coffee.
Buy coffee.
Now it's time for Savannah's interpretive dance of I Can Only Imagine.
Brought to you
Go.
by Opossum Coffee. No, we're just going to cut it in. We're going to get you to film it. All right,
No.
goodbye.
Bye. Have a good
Bye.
day.